You've probably seen that Western Australia have been inviting applicants consistently for the 190 and the 491. They've been having invitation rounds every single month, and the good thing is they've been posting what their minimum cutoff for occupations have been. So let's have a look. So you'll head over to the main website, and I'll drop a link for you guys later. You scroll down, so they'll even tell you how they're ranking the applicants. And then you can click here for current invitation round. So this is how many invitations were actually issued. And it even goes in to tell you what they were issued under and the occupations they were issued under and what the minimum cutoff for the EOI points are. And it even looks like submission day. So do remember, if you have the same points as someone else, they're going to invite the person who lodged the application first. So do check this out because it gives you a good indication. Last week I posted about this website which showed the cutoff for the 189 invitation round. So if you head over, you can see the minimum points that were invited for that occupation. However, a lot of people have since come to me and asked, I had the same points, how come I wasn't invited? Well, I've looked at our invitations and there's a couple of different things that I've noticed. First of all, obviously there's a lot of people that have submitted at the same number of points. And if that's the case, that goes by first in, best dressed. So for example, there may have been 200 places for accountants at 95 points, but 10,000 people submitted. So the 200 oldest EOIs with 95 points would probably get selected. The other thing is, what I've noticed is majority of these applicants had work experience in their nominated occupation. So perhaps you may have the same points as someone else, but that other person achieved those same points by having more work experience. So potentially that might have something to do with it as well. But again, I'm just speculating at the moment, and it is very interesting for me to see as well, so that we can advise our clients properly. But it does go to show, if you're thinking about submitting an expression of interest, go ahead and do it as soon as possible, because the date of effect, the date you lodge, does make a difference. So my client got his PR granted, his 189 granted in 2 weeks. No joke, 14 days exactly. So he actually received his 189 visa invitation on the 5th of September. We already had all the documents ready, so we're able to submit the application pretty swiftly. And that was on the 9th of September here. So initially we lodged the expression of interest in March of 2024, and he had a total of 80 points. And then 6 months later, he received an invitation, and 2 weeks later received the visa grant, which is just phenomenal. His occupation is early childhood teacher, which does have something to do with the speed of the grant. He had previously completed a Bachelor of Accounting, and we all know that accounting is competitive. So he went on to study a graduate diploma of early childhood teaching. So congratulations to this applicant. And if you have a similar profile, stay positive. Just received this, a company-specific labour agreement for an NDIS provider to sponsor a personal care assistant. So if you're working in an occupation that's not on the occupation list, you can still be sponsored, but it's a little bit tricky. Your company will need to apply for this company-specific labour agreement. And look, this will vary from occupation to occupation, but I wanted to talk about this one because this is a personal care assistant, and I know there are a lot of people out there who are doing this kind of work and looking for sponsorship. So we actually lodged this in January of 2024 and it was approved today. So it took 9 months, which is actually a lot faster than I expected because we were estimating it'd take up to 12 months. In our application, we were able to demonstrate that there was a genuine need for the employer to sponsor these applicants under this occupation. It is a lengthy process, but if it's something that you're looking for, I would definitely recommend getting some advice around this.